Good afternoon, Year 3 and 4. I hope you've been getting stuck into your home learning, and I hope you've enjoyed my sports lessons over the past few weeks. Today, we're doing a circuit together. Now, before we start, it's important to bring a towel or a mat, water to stay hydrated, and if you're doing it outdoors, a hat. We are starting with 10 high knees. Stand with your feet shoulder width apart and try to get your knees up to your waist. Next is 10 star jumps. Then we're into 10 slow star jumps. Try keep a similar tempo to me. Then we're into 20 heel flicks. And finishing our warm up off with 10 little jumps. Our first exercise is 10 push-ups. I'll be putting my towel down to absorb the sweat so it doesn't touch the surfaces. Start with your arms shoulder height and shoulder width apart. So this is what it should look like side on. See how I'm starting my arms shoulder height? During the lowering, or also known as the eccentric phase of the push-up, you want your chest to just be off the ground. When pushing yourself up, also known as the concentric phase, you want your arms to return to shoulder height. If that was too difficult, no worries. You can try this modified push-up. Begin in a kneeling position with your hands below your shoulders and knees behind your hips so that your back is angled and long. Press your chest back up to the start position and do this 10 times. Next, we have 10 bodyweight squats. Stand with your legs shoulder width apart and lower your body until your thighs are parallel to the ground at about 90 degrees. Pause briefly and then return to the top. I personally like putting my arms out as that's comfiest for me, but if you prefer your arms on your head or across your chest, that's perfectly fine. Some of you may prefer to use an object to squat down onto to use as a guide, like I have with this chair. Feel free to use a chair, a bench, or even your own bed. Next, we are doing 10 burpees. They can be challenging, but they're a great all-round exercise. Again, start with your feet shoulder width apart. Push your hips back, bend your knees, and lower your body into a squat. Place your hands on the floor directly in front of you, and just inside your feet, shift your body weight onto your hands. Jump your feet back to softly land on the balls of your feet in a plank position. It's okay to have your body touch the floor. If you want, you can keep it off. Your body should form a straight line from your head to your heels. Jump your feet back so that they land just outside of your hands. You can keep your arms by your side or reach them over your head and explosively jump into the air. Next exercise is planking. I'm going to show you how to not do it first. You don't want to stick your bottom into the air like this. You also don't want your abs to touch the ground or to arch your back. You want to keep your whole body in a line, breathing the whole time, keeping your arms directly beneath your shoulders and stretching back through your heels. You also want to engage your core and squeeze through your glutes and your quad muscles. If you wish, feel free to use a mirror or get a parent to watch and check your form. We are holding this plank for 30 seconds. Good luck. Next, we have 10 reverse lunges. Start by standing up tall with a narrow stance. Place your hands on your hips and take a large step backwards with one of your feet. You want to lower your hips so that your back leg becomes parallel to the floor with your front knee positioned directly over your ankle. Your front knee should be bent at about 90 degrees. Your back foot should have your heel lifted. Return to standing by pressing your front heel into the floor and bringing your back leg forward to complete a rep. You then alternate legs. Next, we have 10 Spider-Mans. Get down on the floor in the start of a plank position with your hands on the floor, shoulder width apart, and your arms extended with your shoulders positioned directly over your hands. You want to push the toes of your back leg into the floor and raising your front foot off the floor and externally rotating the leg forward. You are alternating your feet and a tip is to stay low. Next, we have 10 mountain climbers. Again, starting in a plank position with your arms out in front, shoulder width apart. Push your back toes into the floor and raise your front knee forward to hip level and place it just before your hand. Continue to alternate your back and front foot. Last exercise in the circuit is 10 sit-ups. Lie on your back on your mat or towel with your knees bent and feet flat on the floor. I like putting my arms out in front of me, but feel free to place yours across your chest or on your head if that is more comfortable. Crunch your abdominal muscles to lift your shoulders off the mat coming forward. Hold for a second, then slowly come back down to the starting position. So that's the circuit year 3 and 4. Go get a drink. We've gone through once together. Now you have another 2 times to go through by yourselves. That's some tough work just there. I'm so proud of you, year 3 and 4. Now, for those of you that still have some energy to burn, I have a little finisher for you. For those who want some more, you can finish with 50 star jumps, running on the spot for 50 steps, shadow boxing for 50 punches, and finish with 20 jumps. Some of you might have noticed this little guy that wants to join in. His name is Wally and he's a beautiful tricolour border collie. I'm not sure about you, Narrowena, but I'm very tired, very thirsty. So I've got my water here to drink and we're going to slow down the pace. So if you could find a pen, paper or a pencil, we're going to do a sports quiz. So get ready.
Hey, Narrowena Public School. Maurice Longbottom here. I recently just got back from Tokyo Olympics and I play rugby sevens for Australia.